I like my sculptures to have a narrative, and I especially like, this is my second sculpture where I have a two-figure group, and there's a relationship between those two figures. There's something happening, there's a narrative, there's a story being told. The image, the idea, the concept, I hope people are able to understand that. Beacon Art Gallery was founded in 2009, and I wanted to bring my work and my friends' work to Cape May County. I think there was a lack of contemporary art in Cape May County, and I was fortunate enough to have friends and fellow artists who I really admire, and was fortunate enough that they trust me with their work to exhibit here. The figurative statue that I'm presently working on is a two-person group for the United States Military Academy at West Point. The idea was the school is being refurbished, and there's a historic building that was built in 1935 that was being redone. I proposed that we would do a two-figure statue group in honor of the military child. So my idea, as I thought it through, was to have the military father walking his daughter to school, and then at that moment that their hands are releasing is the moment of goodbye. But for the military kid, that could be see you tonight, see you next month, see you next year, or the ultimate goodbye. I mean, there was four choices. I could have had a military dad and a son, military dad and a daughter, military mom and a son, or military mom and a daughter. And I pulled some of the military kids, and by far the most popular choice was military dad and a daughter. So we started with that, and then I needed a model. I'm fortunate enough to know Colonel Hannes and his daughter Allison, and she has beautiful blonde curly hair, and I thought she was appropriate, or a really good fit for the model, and he agreed to pose. So, you know, you come up with the gesture and the pose and the idea, and I take a series of photographs of them, and then from there you have to make a maquette. You have to get it out of two dimensions and get it into 3 dimensions. So I made a 2-foot model or maquette, and then from there the enlargement is taking place you know, in the studio. For a project of this scope, 2 years, a year to 2 years, depending on, you know, the size, the scale, the number of figures, my availability and dedication to the project. So it's a year to 2 years for something like, you know, life-size or larger than life-size. The most important aspect of this statue group is going to be the relationship between the daughter and the father, and I have to have the look of the girl. I wanted her to have a little trepidation in her look, and the father giving the reassuring look, because they're saying goodbye. So that the whole story is in their relationship and their eyes locked on each other. So that's my biggest challenge. I don't have that yet. This is kind of in honor of the military child, which is important to me because I've been teaching military kids for, you know, 23 years. St. Brendan the Navigator, it's always fun to do the research on the saints and figuring out the gesture, what you want that saint to be saying, how you want to portray them. And St. Brendan the Navigator is a fairly obscure saint, so there's not a lot of references in art history to look at St. Brendan the Navigator, so I had to come up with the gesture, the pose, how I wanted to portray him as a holy figure, and how you want to have your relationship with St. Brendan the Navigator. Bronze is the ultimate medium for me. It's a beautiful medium. It lasts forever. It's going to outlast me and my children and their children, and it's just a fascinating medium. I'm fortunate enough, I believe, that I have the ability to create images that are beautiful and that will then be captured in bronze.